Hi there, Psychic Medium Jennifer Hall here. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 super simple, easy steps on how you can communicate with your spirit guides and your angels. And if you stick around with me to the very end of the video, I'm going to share a bonus tip on how you can actually get their name. So let's get right into it. Welcome to Spirit Speaks with Psychic Medium Jennifer Hall. Okay, so real quick, I just want to explain what a spirit guide is. A spirit guide is a spirit entity that has literally been assigned to us, or that we have kind of entered into a contract with, so to speak, on the other side before entering our physical body into this lifetime. So this particular spirit guide is a soul entity that we've probably had a past life with, we have some sort of connection with on the other side, and they have entered into a contract with us to be our guide. So they're here to literally guide us along the way. They'll help us, they'll protect us, and they'll give us guidance when we need it. And they're here to really experience life with us all along the way. And we actually have full access to this infinite intelligence, this non-physical energy, soul being that is actually with us every single step of the way. They're all knowing, they know where our path is, they know where we're at right now, where we're headed, and they're going to travel down whatever path we choose with us every single step. And we have access to their intelligence and to their insight. So we can tap into them if we're looking for guidance, if we're looking for help, or if we just sort of need some support, need a friend, and want to know and validate that we're on the right path. So step number 1, when it comes to communicating with your spirit guides and angels, is to believe. Now, sometimes I get it. There's going to be people out there that, I need to see it to believe it. I need to feel it to believe it. Show me that you're here and then I'll believe that you're there. But have a little faith in this process and you will connect with your spirit guide so much quicker, so much faster. It doesn't mean that you need to believe a whole 100% in this, but if you can just throw a little faith into it and just say, okay, I've had a lot of pretty cool synchronicities happen. I have a lot of coincidences in my life. Sometimes I just get these feelings, these senses. Sometimes I get these signs and symbols, and I'm pretty sure that maybe those are coming from my spirit guide. I'm pretty sure that maybe the spirit world exists. I'm pretty sure that maybe I'm not alone. So I'm going to just throw in a little bit of faith, a little bit of trust, and I'm going to ask spirit to come to me, and I'm going to believe that they truly can. And that actually is step number 2. It's to ask your guides to be with you. So they're actually already there. But when we ask them to either show themselves to us or give us a sign that they're there, or to validate that we're on the right path or that we're making the right decision, whatever it happens to be, whatever your question is, whatever kind of guidance you need, ask your guide to guide you. That is literally their purpose. Their job in this lifetime is to help guide you towards the right path and the better feelings, and so that you can live a more grounded, sort of confident life. And you might wonder, how do I talk to them? How do I ask for help? Literally just ask. So you can ask them in your head. They can feel our thoughts. Thoughts are vibrations, and that's how we communicate with spirit often anyways. So you can ask in your mind if you're, especially in a crowded place, maybe you don't want to be talking to spirit in front of a whole bunch of people. So ask in your mind, or you can ask in your prayers at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. You can ask through writing. You can have like a little guide communication journal where you just ask questions. And again, these questions could be super specific. It could be, what job do I take? Or do I hang out with this person or this person today? And it really, I think that the most important thing to remember when you're asking your guides is to be fairly specific, and they'll give you as specific of answers as your questions relate to, if that makes sense. So the more specific your question, the more specific the answer will be. Spirit guides and angels, they do have the ability to come to us, even if we're not asking. So they do, especially in like emergency situations, or protective situations, they can come to us and show themselves. And some of you guys have probably experienced this in surprising ways. However, for the most part, for the daily guidance, they're not just going to kind of bombard our life and tell us which way to go. We need to ask for that guidance. So step 2, make sure that you're asking for the questions, asking for the answers that you're looking for. Okay, so leading right into step number 3, it's actually being specific with your questions and asking for a specific sign from your guides. So a lot of us, we're kind of like those, as humans, I think that naturally we're like, I want to see it to believe it. And yes, you have to start with a little bit of faith, but your faith will grow super quickly if you can throw some questions out there to your guides to challenge sort of the situation a little bit and sort of say, give me a specific sign, or to let me know that I'm on the right path, or to let me know that you're here with me. So it could be, show me a rainbow, show me a butterfly, show me, I don't know, it could be anything that you can think of, a pink elephant, so that I know that I'm on the right path. Or show me a blue jay if I should take this job, and a squirrel if I should take that job, whatever. But challenge them and ask them to be super specific with their signs so that you'll know for sure that it's them. It sort of plays off of the whole throwing faith out there. The more that obviously you have to start the process with a little bit of faith, but the more that you play around with it and the more signs that you receive, the stronger and bigger your belief is going to get. Okay, so step number 4, playing off of step number 3, is to relax a little bit, be a bit patient, and let go of the expectations of how the sign gets to you. So yes, you can ask for specific signs. I encourage you to do that, play around with them, because they are truly awesome at this, and they will show you what you're asking for. However, it might not show up when and how you want it to or expect it to. So let go of all expectations and be open. So as you're going about your day, you might sit in a little bit of a prayer, a little bit of meditation first thing in the morning and say, okay, spirit guide, whoever you are, I want you to show me a rainbow today, to tell me that I'm on the right path, or just to tell me that you're here. And then you send some gratitude and you go about your day. So as you're going about your day, obviously you're probably going to be keeping your eye on the sky, but keep in mind that it might not show up in the sky. Spirit is tricky, and they will use whatever resources that they can in order to deliver the message to you. So you might actually be driving down the road and just be drawn to look to the right, and maybe the car that just passed you on the right-hand side has a rainbow sticker on the back of their car. So it could show up to you in very different ways, but have fun with it, be playful with it, because Spirit truly is playful, and they want life to be easy and life to be fun, and they'll throw these signs at you in very surprising different ways. You might be standing in line at a coffee shop and hear your message being told to you from the conversation that's happening behind you. So someone behind you might just be talking about a rainbow that they saw. So it might not be super specific the way that you imagine it to be, but keep a very open mind, and you're going to have so much fun with this. Last but not least, step number 5 is actually to extend gratitude. And this is a big thing. As easy as it sounds, it is sometimes hard for us to really sit in quiet contemplation and be grateful for what Spirit is doing for us, and also for how our life is unfolding. So I encourage you, this is truly a practice, but I encourage you to basically envelop this practice into your life somehow, some way, especially when it comes around communicating with Spirit. So as you're asking questions, whether you've received the sign or not, be grateful that they're there, be grateful that they're listening, be grateful that you even have the opportunity to sit and ask them, that you have the knowledge and the belief that they're there, and they will, again, work with that energy. And the more grateful you are, the more gratitude that you extend, the happier that these little signs and symbols, and just even the process of sitting and communicating with your guides, the more that you do that, the more it creates this beautiful high vibrational feeling within yourself, and it creates more gratitude. So it's sort of like a snowball effect. So as you kind of are sitting there and starting out the initial process of communicating with your guides and angels, extend some gratitude. Kind of goes off of extending just sort of blind faith right off the bat, but be grateful for these moments that you're sharing and these little tiny signs. Every time that you get a little sign and you know for sure that it's them, even if you don't know for sure, just say thank you. Thank you goes such a long way, and your guides will be super keen, and their energy will be amplified as well, and they'll be able to give you more super specific signs along the way. Thanks so much for sticking around. A bonus tip for you. What is your guide's name? Well, you can find out by sitting quietly in a quiet room, somewhere where you're away from other people, away from distractions. Close your eyes, take a couple nice deep breaths, and get into, if you're a regular meditator, then just get into a meditation. If you're not, if that's not something that comes naturally to you, just sit quietly, close your eyes, and just calm yourself a little bit. Just be. Just concentrate on the chair beneath you, concentrate on the maybe little noises that you hear in the room around you. But basically just quieting your mind a little bit, take a few nice deep breaths, and you're going to say something along the lines of, and you can say this out loud or you can say it in your mind, but you're going to say something along the lines of, I call forward my primary spirit guide now. So I call forward my primary spirit guide, and I am thankful for you today, or thank you for being here. I would like to know, what is your name? And just sit and wait. Sometimes you will get a name like that, and other times it might take a couple of seconds, but basically the first name that you get, the first impulse, the first name that you hear, that you feel inside of your head, maybe you'll hear it outside of your head, usually not, usually it's a thought within your head. The first name that comes to you, that is your guide's name. Do not discount it. It might be the name of someone that you know. That's okay. Just believe it and trust it. And that is the name that your spirit guide will want you to call them. So there you have it, 5 super simple, easy steps on how to initiate that first kind of communication with your spirit guides and angels. I hope you have fun with it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe below. Thank you again for being here. We'll see you next time.